No, don't change your channel. You have not tuned into the wrong stream. This is not the Hogwarts Wizardry stream. I'm just wearing my wizard robe because that Rams win was magical. What Kyren Williams was able to do against the Titans in limited fashion was magical. Devontae Adams, magical. Matthew Stafford, always magical. I am one half of Tuna and the Sheriff, being Tuna, the other half being Sheriff. Where's that handsome face at? Good morning, sir. Happy Victory Monday to all those that celebrate. We are Tuna and the Sheriff. What's happening?
Not a whole lot, dude. Just just basking in a dub. You know how it is, man. Feeling good about it. 2-0, obviously. That's the start, man. That's the best we can be right now. So I'm feeling good about it, man.
When's the last time they were 2-0 to start the season?
2021.
What happened that year?
Pretty sweet stuff. Some of these at the very end. So some of these, it was good, man.
Yeah, first 2-0 start since 2021. The slow starts that have bit the Rams in the ass seem to be a lifetime ago,
Honestly.
Despite the flaws, the 2-0.
Yeah. Dude, I'm feeling really good about it too, especially like going into half down. It was like, don't let this be one of those games. Like that's where my brain was. It's like, don't let this be one of those games. But then I also was like, you know what though? Halftime, Sean McVay, we're on the road, first road game. We kind of had some BS happen there. That pass by Stafford was just one of those where it's like, he knows. I mean, it's not like we need to like bench him or anything like that, but it's one of those where it's like, just kind of he got on that one, that back or whatever just kind of slipped back there and he was able to stay in front of 2-2. But other than that, man, like second half adjustments obviously was absolutely killer. Like the way the team came out, and then just was able to close it out seemingly easy in the second half, which you absolutely love to see, obviously.
Yeah, they came out at halftime and we're like, what are we doing? Like did we
like,
forget how to win?
It's like, oh, wait. We're dope as hell. Let's just go do that.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that the closeout to the half gave me bad vibes from last year. We're just unimpactful defense, very lackadaisical. Some keys to that first half, though, that I didn't realize how hot it was. It was 90 degrees out there from what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Very hot. It's their first home game. They're motivated. Teams are going to come out firing, man. They're used to the heat out there like that. That southern heat. They did well on the ground, I will say. They had to give the Pollard the ball 20 times for him to get to not even 100 yards, which was one of my main critiques. But after I've slept on it, okay, he still didn't have 100 yards, didn't score a touchdown. So, Cam Ward's drive at the end there, honestly, phantom PI. It was kind of a bullshit holding on Forbes to get him in position. Yeah. And I don't know what DB can cover for 8 seconds while quarterback scrambling and referees missing a blatant. I'm not that guy, but when it is obscenely blatant and right there in the cause of a play happening, like positively for a team, NFL, what are we doing, man? Like, you want to have the point of emphasis on the celebrations, figure out holding, figure out what the fuck a catch is before you do all that goofy shit.
True.
But
I also do want to, I don't want to get into it right now because we've got a lot of Rams Titans stuff to still talk about. But later this week, oh no, you're good. I just want to mention that later this week, I do want to talk about some uncalled penalties from the Philadelphia Eagles and how I think that actually helps the Rams, the timing of those happening. But we'll get into all that later this week.
Yeah.
Did you want to make our announcement of what we're doing on Mondays?
Oh, dude, drop it on them. Drop that news on them, baby.
Let's friggin' do it, dude. All right, there's a drum roll, just imagine, and also Tuna and myself, Tuna and the Sheriff, joining you Monday evenings now, or dare I say day after game, because there's not always a Sunday game, joining you Monday evenings to rewatch the matchup. And we do this anyway. This is something that we always do. We'll always go back and rewatch. So this is more of a watch us do our work kind of thing. And then also you can kind of like chime in and give us some tidbits, or if we've got questions or something like that, somebody could pop in there.
Yeah.
But that will be happening tonight. Timing, I'm not 100% sure of. We haven't really discussed that yet, but that will be this evening that we'll go back, streaming same places as you're watching this right now, and we'll do a rewatch of the Rams Titans game. And that's also going to be awesome because I think that we'll be able to pick out new things that maybe you missed live and stuff like that. You can kind of watch other areas than when you were first watching. So join us this evening. Going to be absolutely awesome as we rewatch Rams versus the Titans.
Yeah, not gonna put a solid time on it. It's really just unofficial. Just vibe with us. We're just gonna stream and watch the film, see what we pick out. It's all stuff that's gonna go into my all 22 video, anyways.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I think the loudest fan, Ramley is. You guys are spoiled, very spoiled. Upset. Kyren is washed. Put Corman, just because Corn had 2 nice runs in the second half when the team's already winning. Mind you, I'm watching the film right now. The first dozen plays, the amount of times I've seen Tyler Higbee get dumped on his ass and run blocking. Give some credit to the Titans defense. Those linebackers are very fast. They're scraping all over the place. Kyren, the fact he got positive yards on some of these plays is a fucking miracle. Really, if you're one of those people on Twitter yelling at Kyren for not being good, shut up. It very, very rarely will I call fans like that, but come on, like, shut up.
There's this one group I'm in on Facebook, and I have to leave it. It's going to make me go crazy because the posts that are in there is just like, it's just so absurd, man. Of that same stuff of like I'm not watching anymore if Corum doesn't start next week, and it's like, okay, we'll see ya then, I guess, because that's not happening. Like we just paid one of these dudes, and he's going to be our starter. So some of those posts that could be a segment. Actually, maybe I won't leave it because we can clip out some of the dumbest posts I've seen in there. We can make that a segment that we do on the show.
I thought I
actually kind of loved it.
I had two beers during the game. I had 2 beers.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Not
4 hours after 4 hours after the game, when I'm scrolling Twitter and I see that take, someone say the same thing. Blake Corum should be starting. I'm like, did I somehow get post drunk? Like, am I seeing things? That was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen Rams fans clamor for. What are we talking about? I don't like, you don't watch the O-line. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Just stop it. And 2, Kyren falling forward and not having negative plays is such a benefit. It's such a blessing. It's so stupid.
I don't think any other fan base, and maybe I'm wrong because I'm part of this one, so I don't really know the inner workings of all the other fan bases, but I don't feel like any other fan base gets this upset after being 2-0. Like, we have to get this has always been, and I'm not just trying to make like a thing we just bash our face, but this has always been a thing where we are unhappy. We can never agree. It's always, it back in the day, it was always like St. Louis versus LA, Jared Goff versus Carson Wentz. Who do we get? What? It's always been, what's one side or the other. I like the old uniform. I like the new uniform. I like this. I like it. And it's like, no one can ever just be like, we're actually, it's fun now. We're really good. We're a good football team. How about we just enjoy it? That's never the case.
No.
So I'm also how dare I? But also, I'm starting a new trend where I just talk about how Troy Reeder is the best player in the Rams, and just hammering that.
Super Bowl champion, Troy Reeder. Super Bowl champion.
Straight up, dude. So I'm just gonna keep hammering that. Troy Reeder over Arch Manning. This is not even a stretch, though. Arch Manning, he'd maybe not be very good. Is that we're finding out? And
I have thoughts on him. Rams fan was spoiled. It really, like,
we straight up.
We got 10 years of winning. We'll do that to motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. At least though, we're not like the Lions fans where we get almost good for 2 years and then we're just trashing everybody in the NFL. And hey, they did a good job yesterday, but I still feel like this season they take a step back.
Dude, they belt to ass. That was personal what they did
against
to Ben Johnson.
Against their former OC, a divisional matchup.
Brutal.
I think it was one of those where they just kind of,
All right, let's step back into the game. Sorry, we got off track there. Can we have a conversation of, like, a legitimate conversation? This is not me being a homer, but can we talk about Puka Nacua being possibly the best wide receiver in the league?
I you know what? I don't understand why it's not been a conversation already. I think that this is absolutely a thing. I think that Puka, the way that he manipulates the defense, the way there was another play yesterday. We'll catch it. I'm sure I'll catch it tonight, where he lines up and Whittington tells him he like points like where he's supposed to be lined up, and it was like, oh, Puka does another play, but he's still gonna kill it, right? It's like he's still gonna score. He has no idea what the call is, like. But yeah, I think it is time to start talking that he might legitimately be the best wide receiver in football right now.
I don't get why it's not a conversation. I get there's biases. Puka kind of falls into the category of being a little bit, a little bit too close to white, because white receivers do get that he's just a lunch pail guy, which Puka is.
21 cup, and everybody refused to think that was, or like to say out loud that was one of the best wide receiver seasons, because it's like, well, that's
of all time.
It's like,
yeah, that's a white guy.
He's on fire, dude. Like,
but you know what, man? He's always first one there. He's last one out the gym type of guy. He's real sneaky athletic.
It was so Puka, obviously everything that he does. I mean, that 4th and 1 play, it's like that's a loss and turned into was it a 45-yard touchdown run. That was a loss. Like, he had him, man. And it's like, I don't know who else you can put in that situation to pull that kind of play off. I feel like if that's a 2-2 on an end around, that's a loss of 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. I just think that anybody else trying to run that same play probably gets taken out by that linebacker. And Puka is able to kind of just slow down, little stutter here. I don't know how he does it in such tight spaces like that, and then just is able to shrug people off, and then just the way he cut it up, and then Whittington coming up for that kind of just security block there, I thought was really nice as well, man. That play was absolutely incredible. But that's the thing, is that's not a play that surprises Rams fans. Puka does that, and we're just like, oh, Puka's Puka today. That's cool. Like, that's crazy.
Spoiled. You get 21 cup, and then you come off and then you have Puka Nacua. Here's Devontae Adams too as a running mate. He's spoiled. You guys are spoiled.
Sorry about it, other defenses.
You don't even realize it. No, in reality, he does everything. It's not just he's fast. Oh, he can catch. To be the best wide receiver, do you understand defenses?
Mm-hmm.
Can you use leverage? And what I mean by leverage is, can you take certain angles attacking? If the defensive back is sitting at this angle versus this angle, how are you running at him to make him respond? And then boom, you're open. Does it all the time. He knows defenses. Some of the surest hands in the league. Like, when's the last time you saw Puka Nacua just straight up drop a pass?
Yeah.
And when it does happen, it has. Everyone has. But then you're like, oh, not Pookie Bear. Not him. He would never.
Well, that's the thing too, is that like when Puka does drop the ball, the response is like, yeah, he'll get the next one. It's not like, oh, he's walked. It's like, okay, well, that happens. He can't be perfect. He is human, turns out. And then, because that's I used to say about Aaron Donald. He's not human, So when he would get blocked, it's like, hey, all right.
Yeah, people have these expectations that you guys play too much Madden, where it's like, oh, if he's not scoring every play, he's not the best. Well, I don't know another wide receiver that isn't just fast. Not just fast and run around guys. The second he catches the ball, he turns into one of the best running backs in the game, where it's just no one can. He can score on any play, which is ridiculous. That combo. I think he's the best wide receiver in the league right now, and we have the best duo and possibly the deepest room as well at wide receivers. So I'll say that all year long.
I absolutely agree. Devontae, the move he put on dude for that touchdown was just so crispy, dude. Just ankle guts all over the field in Tennessee on that one, man. That was absolutely awesome to see. It just a quick little stutter there. It just gone, man. Absolutely love that. David says his score prediction wasn't too far off. What was your score prediction, dude? I forgot.
27-10.
I don't remember all of them.
27-10. It got blown out with.
Yeah. Did anybody have 33-19? Does that?
I'll be surprised if that's not scoreagami, to be honest. I've got the box score here for you too. I'm not sure if you want to bring that up and there's anything.
Let's do that.
We want to talk about.
All right. Oh, my poor little eyes. Let's try to do this one. All right. Gonna try to bring it in a little bit bigger from my old man face. All right. Okay. Now I can do this, I think.
There we go. There we
There we
go.
Look at us.
Another great game by Stafford. That pick, you take that pick out, bad play.
Yeah.
Still had a 105.4 rating, almost 300 yards, which I didn't realize while watching. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, same. What is that? Okay, 22 of 33. Yeah, man, that's I'm actually a little bit surprised. I thought he was going to go a little under that, but hey, man, I'll take that. That's solid stat line. Obviously, the 2 touchdowns there. Davis Allen, dude, the general, getting in there for number 2 on the season. Absolutely love to see that. And then, of course, Devontae getting his first. Absolutely love that as well.
Who had Davis Allen scoring in the first 2 games of the season on their bingo card?
You didn't?
Not a damn person.
Oh, noob.
At my fantasy, I was on with LAFB yesterday, and I said my fantasy team appreciates Sean McVay for throwing to Devontae Adams 3 consecutive times from inside like the 2 or whatever they were at.
Love that.
How do you feel about that?
That's why he was brought in. I mean, yeah, it didn't like we were getting some incompletions and stuff like that, but it's also week 2. I think if we're nailing those by December, I feel great about it. But that's Rams weren't great in the red zone last year, and Devontae Adams was brought in to help that. So the targets, obviously, like, gotta try it, and you got to feel it out, man. So he and Stafford will get on the same page as the season goes on. And to be able to get some of those really solid looks in a week 2 game against a opponent who's probably not going to be seeing some playoff action, I say let's roll, man. You might as well try some stuff,
That's kind of my suspicion. I feel like it was early on. They're up by 7.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like they're probably going to win this game. They're like, you know what? We missed a lot of time between Stafford and Adams. Fuck it. Let's just dial up some stuff to Adams. Let's get caught up right now.
Yeah.
Stafford misses the first pass. He's wide open. He beats the defender outside. Second one is where he almost fumbled, and it's still Adams had his hands on the ball.
Yeah.
And even that third one in double coverage, Adams had his hands on the ball. So
great defense by Devontae there.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I'm fine with it. This is why you brought him, like you said. If you get a one-on-one, I noted that, like, if he's one-on-one, the ball is going to go to Devontae because he's probably going to win that matchup.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So, yeah, I'm not like, because I know a lot of people were like, why are we forcing it to Devontae in the red zone? It's like, well, because that's why we got him. But also, we're playing a Tennessee Titans team. It's like, might as well, right? Like, might as well try some looks, man. See how it feels, So, yeah, I'm surprised we didn't just see your standard fade. I'm guessing that the defense just wasn't allowing that based on the look that we were getting. But it's kind of what I wanted. Just like give me a snap at the 2 and give me a fade to Devontae. I'm so curious to see that, But I'm guessing the defense just didn't get us.
It's one of those low success rate plays that McVay still does love. So we'll see it at some point. But overall, we can nitpick, but take the big picture approach. You beat a team you're supposed to by 14. Right after I was just saying, when's the last time you've handled the team that you were supposed to? So that was pretty cool. They had almost 450 yards on offense and only allowed, 243? Almost about 250. So, I mean.
Yep, total net yards, 252. Absolutely.
It's a great win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Special teams, though, did get saved by a bad referee call. That I really don't think that truly was like a crackback block.
Yeah, fair. I'll give him that one, man. That's
we got away with one.
First of all, that was also he was blocking the strongest player on the field, so you got to give him a little bit of love there too. Of like that's Ethan Evans, man. He can kick everyone's ass out here. That's he's fine. First of all, you should check on your blocker. Actually, is he okay?
I wasn't excited seeing him get touched like that, but
nah, for sure not. But at the same time, it was like, I mean, I said it when we were at the bar. Is like, look clean to me, man. I don't know. I wouldn't have called that, so I'll take it though.
Yeah, but we got I want to say we got some karma back, but I can't remember a play. There was a few holdings on Tennessee, but there was some real phantom calls that they were keeping some guys off of Cam Ward. I feel like they probably felt bad for him at one point. Getting sacked 5 times was enough. 11 times in his first 2 NFL games is
welcome to the bigs, buddy.
Not good. I a non-Rams note on Brian Callahan. I mentioned last week where he like does not help Cam Ward at all right now.
Yeah.
There was a sequence early on. It was in the first half where it was 3rd and 7. Cam Ward got Kobe Turner to jump, and he got the neutral zone infraction. So it was 3rd and 2, which is essentially a free timeout. Like, okay, you had a play called, you got 5 free yards. That's a free timeout. Call your play. The Titans then had to call a timeout because they couldn't get the play off in time. It's like, what do you operationally? If McVay's doing that, and it has happened before, like I'm pissed. I'm like, how do you not get the fucking playoff?
Yeah.
You just had 2 play clocks worth of time to do that, and that's kind of their situation in Tennessee. So I'm glad we were able to win by 14, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. It was solid to be able to do that, especially. I mean, I know we gave up a touchdown there, but like we kind of mentioned that earlier, like who's going to be able to cover that long, man? That's crazy. But you just got to get home on that. And there were some of those plays too where Contain kind of broke down on Ward and stuff like that. So I think that coming up in film this week will be nice. I know Brian in the comment section here is talking a lot about the Eagles. We will talk about the Eagles later this week. Wednesday, Friday for sure. We'll be getting into our Eagles talks, and yeah, I do want to talk about those tush push and all that stuff. But again, I mean, the refs also have meetings every single week, and the Rams getting the timing of the Eagles blatantly getting called out on the broadcast for that, it helps us. But we'll talk about all that like a little bit later this week. But as far as this game goes specifically, I think that overall the Rams felt like they had control even when they were down. And like Stafford has that throw, and it's like, oh, come on, man. It's like one of those where you're like, okay, it's fine, it happens, whatever. We always talk about that too, though. Is it like Stafford's good for 1 ball a game where you're like, what the hell? Like, like that's just a thing, man. So he's good for 1 a game. That was it. It happened to get caught, and so whatever.
It's not I had to come up, and the way I phrase it, I feel is perfect. It's not oh fuck it, he's down there somewhere. It's he's looking at it. He's like, I can fit that ball in there. Yeah, I can make that throw.
It's like that window's kind of big. Like,
he gives himself 1. I feel like he gives himself 1 because he has enough experience where he's like,
yeah, I
won't make the same mistake twice. I'm good enough to bring us back from a mistake. And it kind of pisses him off enough, and he always plays better after throwing an interception. Look how he came out in that second half.
There's 2 things that Matthew Stafford needs: 1 good blast from an outside linebacker and a terrible pick, and then the rest of the game he's on fire.
And you are fucked if you're a defense.
Yeah, you don't want to let that happen if you're going against the Rams. He's gonna murder you after that. So. Good stuff.
I've got some other random notes
as we cover
our last 10 minutes here.
Well, I've got 3 until I need to leave for work. Sorry.
Yeah. I have more confidence in McVay from the 25 than at the 1 sometimes.
Yeah,
the score.
Yeah, that's reasonable for sure. I absolutely agree. Yeah.
The Rams run D. That was kind of like reactionary. I don't really feel that way. I mean, the Titans were throwing in all their chips in the run game. Landman makes an impact on every run play.
Straight up.
He had that QB sneak hit on Ward where he somehow blasted Cam Ward on that quarterback sneak.
Love it.
I don't think red zone offense is a problem. Jared Verse, though. We'll talk about the brothers of sack struction, Byron Young and Jared Verse. Byron Young has 3 sacks to start the year. Jared Verse has none.
Byron's keeping his beard, man.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Verse no sacks so far?
You know what? I definitely it's one of those things where you want to see him get home, but I think that the offensive lines are giving him so much attention that it's one of those where it's a good thing other guys are cleaning up, man, because I mean that much attention. We used to talk about that with Aaron Donald all the time, that when one guy's getting triple teamed, somebody else better be getting home. Like what are we doing out here? And that's the case right now. So that wasn't always the case with Donald. Sometimes he was the only one that was, able to make an impact. And right now we have such a good front that when 2-3 guys are needed for Jared Verse, Byron Young, Kobe Turner. I mean, these guys are getting home, so love to see it, man. But he's gonna get his. He's there. It's gonna happen. He did have that. There was one where Ward. It was really Landman who didn't keep good enough contain on a run that was Cam Ward was going out to the right. Yeah. If Landman just kind of takes that one step to the left, forces Ward straight into Verse's arms. So I mean, we're right there. They're gonna come for Jared, but I think it's just the offense is giving him so much attention.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Like I said, if there was no team sacks, I'd be worried. But
Yeah.
something's working. Like I said, Byron had 2 in a strip.
Yeah.
5 total on the day. I can't remember how many we had. Do you remember how many we had last week?
I don't. I want to say it was 5. Was it 4 or 5? Let me go back in time. Let's see here. And then I gotta go here soon. We'll be back tonight for sure. And actually, that's going to be a nice little thing
3.
for tonight. We had 3 last week.
Okay, 3 sacks. So we got 8 sacks on the year in 2 games.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, this one tonight though is going to be really fun, man. I'm actually really excited. If you did not catch that, we'll be doing a rewatch of the Rams Titans game that'll be happening tonight. Wherever you're seeing us right now is where that will be streamed. Rams Showcase Rams Showcase Facebook page, First and Tuna Podcast YouTube channel, and we're just gonna rewatch the game, man. I'm sure there's stuff that we both missed. It's chaotic when you're watching a game live, and there's so many things to go on, and next play is on the way, so not a lot of time to think about it. So I always rewatch the games no matter what. I watch every game probably at least 2 times, but then I rewatch in the off season. I watch the whole season again. So yeah. Like
it'll be fun. We'll catch some stuff that we'll see in all 22 as well. If you want the time, make sure you're following us both on Instagram and or Twitter. We will announce it there. Like, I'll try to get a few hours ahead to give you a heads up, and then it'll be on YouTube for you.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited about this. I think this could be a really fun addition to our coverage. Yeah, sweet shirt. I think it's gonna be a really sweet addition to our coverage here. So we've obviously got our own stuff. I've got the Ram Showcase podcast that's out once a week. I record on Wednesdays and publish that. Obviously, Tuna, you're friggin' everywhere and doing all the things. So
trying to just a quick thing. I know we got to cut out, but thank you to all you guys. If you're watching the last few seconds of the stream, our views have jumped up. There's a few hundred of you that watch these lives every single day, which is insane to me. So thank you guys. We appreciate you. You don't hate us yet.
Yeah, and make sure you're subbing to the YouTube channel First and Tuna Podcast for sure as well. That's where the magic is going. So let's see here, man. We'll be covering again the game tonight. I haven't seen the length of the replay yet, as far as how long the broadcast goes. It's usually about 2 hours, so we'll be hitting that tonight, and it's gonna be a good time.
I'm on play 8 of Kyren runs, so we'll be diving into that right now.
Yeah, and then Brian, definitely be sure you're joining us on Wednesday and Friday morning, 7 a.m. LA time.
Yeah,
because that's when we'll be getting into those Eagles conversations. We're still on Titans right now, so we'll be turning the page for tonight. So, thanks for hanging out.
Wednesday morning, we're the first ones to jump to the next week. Every week, baby.
Every week. And for the Rams' final time at Nissan Stadium, Nashville, Tennessee, coming out with a dub. Again, talking about it, rewatching tonight, and then we'll be back with you on Wednesday morning. What are we going to list off as we fade into the abyss?
Favorite Matthew Stafford throws?
Ooh, let me go last year versus Niners to 2-2. That one to kind of seal it.
Yeah, the one last week to close out the Texans, the rollout left to Puka. That's just it was great. Rolling backwards. It was awesome.
Beautiful play. Mm-hmm. Give me his first touchdown to Van Jefferson, who we beat yesterday.
Ooh, I didn't even see him on the field.
He got to catch.
Did he? I don't remember. Demarcus Robinson game winner for Seattle last year.
Oh, clean. Such a good one, man. Yeah, I'm going to steal the one from the comments, the no looker to Cup at the Super Bowl.